Yeah, so I think when we start talking about data and we start talking about pain points around data, what's really interesting is that every organization out there, every nonprofit, every association, they're in a different place. We talk to some organizations that are still using Excel spreadsheets. We talk to other organizations that have spent a lot of money on a big donor database, membership database, right, but aren't fully utilizing it maybe, and some that are just at the next level. They're doing a lot of very interesting stuff with it. But what we also found is even the ones that are on the high end of this and are doing a lot of stuff with their data, they still have those dreaded Excel spreadsheets out there. They still have these hidden Excel spreadsheets on one person's computer, one person's desk, and they're actually not utilizing all their data. So that's one of the big pain points. And then it's just in so many different systems, and it's spread out across all of the different softwares they use, all of the different spreadsheets, everything. So they really don't have that holistic view of their donor, of their member, of their customers. I think that's one of the things that I definitely notice.
Or you have a nonprofit who's not necessarily taking the time to capture the data that they need to better understand how to segment their appeals and reach out to their donors. So they might have the tools at hand but aren't taking the time to really step back and talk internally about the type of data they need to capture, giving interests, things like that, to better reach out to their donors.
And I think another pain point that comes up is once they get past that first hurdle, they get past that hurdle of actually, collecting that data, then they freak out a little bit about what am I going to do with this now? I have all this data and I really don't know what to do with it. The thing that you're going to hear us say this a lot, when you have this data, when you have a much richer profile of your donors, you can actually start treating every donor like a major donor. And what we mean by that is traditionally, organizations had really good major donor giving campaigns where you take the major donors out to coffee, you have a tour of the campus, you bring them on site, you have a dinner with them, you really court them, and then they make a large donation. You can't really do that with all of your donors because we don't have that many hours in the day. You can't take them all out to coffee. A $50 donor, obviously, you can't spend that much time with. But if we can use the information we have in our donor database, if we can use technology, email marketing, website, customized content, all of that, we can actually give them the content they're looking for. We can give them the same information we would give to a major donor over coffee, and we can do that over email if we know more about them. And then we can group them into those segments that we were talking about and show them the impact that we're making with the donations. We can show them the new programs we have coming out and exactly the programs that they're interested in, which is where it gets really, really exciting.